Yo, King AK-47, voice of the streets, man. Everybody make sure y'all hit that like button right now. Tap that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. We like 200 away from 172,000. Get me there. And share this video. So this is going to be a two-part video, both dealing with Young Thug. If you don't want to hear the mess with the alleged Young Thug gave information about a murder, you can skip to the 8-minute mark. The 8-minute mark is where I will begin to talk about the Rico trial getting dismissed. If you want to hear about both, then let's get started. Follow me on Instagram at KingAK47_. The link will also be pinned in the comment section, and donate to the channel. Cash App will be pinned in the comment section. So I want to get this straight, right? So Young Thug lawyers are filing for a motion to not allow a detective to bring up paperwork along with his testimony on Young Thug at a young age giving up information about a murder in the back of a police cruiser. Now, it bothers me because I'm listening to Thug lawyers, and they're basically saying, no, we're not going to let him. My client was young at the time. What he's saying is false. Basically, the lawyers don't know that. The lawyers can only ask Thug, is this true or false? Thug tells them it's false, and then they come out on the behalf of Thug, and they announce that the accusations are false. Now, let me repeat myself. I'm not saying Young Thug told on anybody. I'm not saying Young Thug gave any information up. What I'm simply blogging on is what the lawyer, Young Thug defense, brought this to the light. All right? Y'all ain't steady gnashing me, man. I see how y'all did, bro. That's wrong. Listen. Then they go on to say, we're fighting tooth and nail to get the paperwork basically sealed. What you mean you fighting tooth and nail to get the paperwork sealed? Well, come on, man. All right, look, man. I'm not giving Thug the benefit of the doubt here. We don't give nobody the benefit of the doubt. Everybody and their mama has denied paperwork and denied that they gave up information. And then guess what it comes out to be? That they did give up some information. Now, 9 times out of 10, it be when they're young. What they accusing Thug of doing when he's young, giving up information. So what I'm saying is this, bruh. Just because it's Young Thug, which I like Young Thug music, I don't agree with half the things he do as a person. I don't agree with calling men bae. I don't care what the circumstances is. I don't agree with wearing dresses. I don't agree with that flamboyant. I don't agree with 90% of what Young Thug does. I don't know Young Thug, but what I can say is I like his music. Not his last album. To me, that album is trash. But I like Young Thug music. I know a lot of Young Thug songs by heart. And I faithfully listen to Slime Season Steel 1, 2, and 3. I want to know what the detective got to say now. Period, man. Ain't nobody else able to seal their paperwork. Like, come on, bro. What y'all fighting harder to? If the accusations is false, and they said it has nothing to do with the Rico case, then why don't you allow that man to make a fool of himself and testify, bring his testimony, and let's see that paperwork and what he has to say about it, bro. If y'all don't care, what's this fighting tooth and nail? If it's a lie, why are you fighting tooth and nail to seal the paperwork? Now, once again, I'm not saying he told her nothing, but I am curious to what the detective is talking about, man. Because we ain't give Thug a check. Thug was on Crime Stoppers at a young age. We killed him for it. Yak Gotti told on the Duke situation, knelt him for it. Pop Hunter knelt him for it. Boston Richie knelt him for it. Every single one of these dudes, none of what their accusations are was recent, except for 6ix9ine and a bunch of outliers. But for the most part, we bring up these dudes past, we able to find the paperwork, we able to find the information to bring out to y'all to show the world these dudes have cooperated. Now y'all fighting tooth and nail to prevent the public to see if this dude gave up information or not. What is this? And then y'all, this is what killed me about y'all. Y'all telling me in my DM, Doug denied it, so it ain't true, bruh. Man, all these niggas denied it. Why? Why would a nigga say, yeah, I did? Even if he did do it, we done seen dudes get caught red-handed and still deny. I mean, Gunna right now is denying that what we heard ain't what we heard. Boston Richie, he's denying what we seen ain't what we seen. So why would you expect for Thug or his defense to even say, yeah, it's true? No, they're going to deny it. They're going to say it's not true. They're going to say they're lying. But man, y'all doing a lot for this not to get out though. Y'all doing a lot. And once again, I'm not saying Thug did anything, but it does raise an eyebrow. Y'all doing a lot to make. Hey, YW Melly, what is defense doing? They the phone already got through, but they was trying hard tooth and nail not to get that phone in the server. So what's the lawyer work here? I'm not understanding. I don't choose sides. I'm not, even though Thug one of my favorite rappers, it is what it is, bruh. I would like to hear what that detective got to say, and I would like to read that paperwork that they're saying they're fighting tooth and nail to get sealed, bruh. Period. Come on, man. We got to keep it fair, bruh. We got to keep it fair. Now, once again, man, I repeat, I'm not saying Thug did anything. All I'm saying is I would so like to know, man. Period. Because it seemed like a lot of these rappers, Big Bad Thug, he might not be as big and bad and Mr. Police. And I'm telling you just like this. If any inkling of this come out to be true, I will never blog on YSL again. I will never speak on, because it ain't just Gunna. No. It'll be the whole YSL. Remember, Thug had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in his cat rap before the Rico even came. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7+ people take plea deals and start admitting the crimes and gang affiliation after the Rico. So them before the Rico, after the Rico. So we'll just have to monitor that. But something weird is transpiring as well. So they're fighting that in the fact that the Rico case doesn't get dismissed. Why? Well, we at the 8-minute mark now. Young Thug lawyers are basically, Brian Steele, Young Thug lawyer and his team, they're trying to get the whole Rico case throughout. You know why? Because they said a lot of them charges that Young Thug getting hit with are more than 5 years old. And if they're more than 5 years old, legally, they can't be brought up in a Rico case. And since it basically passed the statute of limitations, basically, a Rico should have never been filed. So what they're trying to do is, they have did it. They filed a motion to get the whole Rico throughout. Not just because basically most of the damaging things that they have against Young Thug are from 5 years and older. So without that, you really don't have a Rico case. And not just for Young Thug, y'all. This blew my mind. They trying to get the Rico throughout for all of them. The whole YSL. Which leads me to some questions. Let's say the judge do rule, you know what? He right. This is 5 years. This passed the statute of limitations. By law, we cannot continue with this Rico. Thug go free. But what about everybody that took plea deals already? Do the plea deals get rescinded? I mean, I'm really trying to figure out how this works. Does Funk? Because the only reason why Funk is in jail is because he got charged with Rico, pleaded out to Rico, signed the suspended commit, which is a suspended sentence saying, if I mess up, I agree to do XXX blah blah amount of time. So he agreed, messed up, went back before the judge. The judge sent him to exactly what he, basically suspended, committed for. But if the Rico case get through out, then y'all technically never should have even. I'm lost. Does his whole thing get rescinded? It does Unfunk get free? Because he only in jail for violating the terms of what he agreed on to the Rico. So if the Rico get threw out, what he in jail for? Nah, I don't know if they could double back and say, well, he was still on parole and he still got caught with the gun. I don't know if they could refile charges. But what about the other dudes that got plea deals? What does it do? They get their plea deals rescinded? Does Gunner get rescinded? Does Duke get rescinded? Does everybody who took a plea deal, do the plea deals just go away and they're fine? And they basically just beat the case? I'm confused here. Does that also mean that Gunner, even though he gave information, well, we don't even technically know that. What we do technically know is that he said yes, ma'am, to having knowledge of crimes. What knowledge of crimes? We don't know. And all this stuff, right? I'm confused. Like, how does this work? What about the plea deals already? Or will they deny the motion because people done already start taking plea deals and stuff like that? This just seemed... Look, let me tell you all something about this Young Thug case, man. From drugs getting smuggled in to two men seen on the computer screen doing the nasty to the public, to Young Thug somehow being able to get in this much contact with somebody to do a drug transaction in the courtroom, to mamas getting locked up, COs getting locked up for smuggling drugs for these dudes, to Briz and all them catching extra charges in there, to the attempted, I guess, stabbing and actual stabbing of wife and Lucci. This YSL case has been one of the most messiest, weirdest trials I have ever... It ain't even trial yet. This has been the messiest situation I've ever seen, bro. It's almost like a movie, man. I don't get it. I don't understand it. But now, Thug and them might get off. So the beginning part was just in case the lawyer, lose the motion to get the Rico thrown out. He don't want that cop coming up, basically bringing up paperwork and all that. But then why even file for that motion about the cop if you feel like the statute of limitations, because shouldn't it be granted? I don't know, y'all. Y'all might have to help me with this. Look, I don't know everything, you feel me, but it's weird. I've talked to who I've talked to about it, and a lot of people don't understand what will actually happen to the people who pleaded already, and to somebody like Funk, who's only in jail for violating the agreement he had, because the agreement he had came from the Rico. So I don't know, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Y'all make sure y'all share this video, man. It's a lot about Thug, man. And Thug just keep coming up in everything. Like, you all in the Melly. You all in the Melly trial now. What is this Thug? And then Young Thug is labeled a witness for the YFN case. Please, somebody explain to me. How is Young Thug labeled a witness? How? Look, man, I have no idea. How is Young Thug? I see Gunner name on there, and I see other people name on there, fine. How is Young Thug labeled a witness for YFN and them, though? Even though Lucci was labeled a witness on theirs, too. I don't know, man. I just feel like I could see why Lucci would be a witness, because he did go to the infirmary and he told and said he got stabbed up by some YSL niggas. He got blah 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 X amount of money on his head, and they trying to kill him in here. I want an emergency bond. And right after he did that, he got put on that witness list against YSL. So I kind of can understand the cause and reaction to what Lucci claimed. And I still think that's lightweight telling, but a lot of y'all say, what he supposed to do, bruh? You ain't supposed to go up in there and say, yeah, they stabbing me up and they a part of the other gang and I got money on my head and all that. Who does that? Like, you're a gang banger, you're a gang member, you're about that. You feel me? You don't say nothing. You take your stabbing, you get your wounds healed, you shut up, and you go back. But Lucci ain't want to do that. So, but I'ma still, I guess, we're going to let that slide until his case come up and we can hear more about that. But I can understand him getting on the witness list for that. But why is Thug on the witness list for YFN, man? I don't know that. Y'all let me know in the comment section how y'all feel about all this, man. Like I said before, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Road to 180K. I want to get to at least 180 within a week or two. We had 172. Thank y'all, man. Like, I've been putting in grind all this month, work ethic. I told y'all, man, I wasn't going to play no games, man. Now y'all can see it reflecting my actual work, man. I stopped being lazy and I got back on my grind, and I promise I'll never be back off. Even though the live stream slowed down, we will continue to still do live streams, you feel what I'm saying? But right now I'm putting in this video work, and I hope y'all appreciate it. Also, I do be going live every day, at least 3 to 4 times on Instagram. So like I said before, please follow me on Instagram at 8K47 _ King 8K47 _ I'm going to also leave a link pinned in the comment section and donate to the channel. It don't matter if it's $2, $5, $10, $20, $50, $100, a couple hundred, 1,000. Wow. If you're feeling, you know what I mean? I love me some money, man. You feel me? But that's only if you mess with me, though. Donate to the channel. The new Cash App. Also, everybody who have my old Cash App, throw that out the joint. We ain't got that no more. The new Cash App will also be pinned in the comment sections as well. But I'll holler at y'all in a minute, in a couple hours. I'm going to keep it real about this YW Melly case, man. It's a lot that we overlooked, and it's a lot we underestimated. And quite frankly, we was just flat out wrong. Yeah, we was flat out wrong. But I'll holler at y'all in a minute, man. It's the big dog. It's the king. It's the one and only. Standing tall, y'all mean. AK-47, voice of the streets, man. I'm out. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel.